Hey VC, how you doing? Jack here. Welcome to Vinyl Martini. Another edition of records that have just entered my collection. I went to the record fair about the beginning of the month with my buddy Reg, who was my only crate digging buddy in the city, and we had a great time. Found some great records. There weren't as many vendors this time around. They had one about 4 months ago, and I don't know if I don't know why that is. Maybe the tables are just getting more expensive. But anyways, there was a lot of people there. It wasn't too crowded, so you get to the boxes, and there was some good deals to be had. So I was quite happy. My last show, I showed this record, a record by Ralph McTell, and I was extolling its virtues and how much I really like this guy. It's the only record I have of him. And the first booth I went to, as it happens, they had another Ralph McTell record. And this is an album called Spiral Staircase. This is his second album. It's 1969, and this is a 1973 release. It's on Transatlantic Records. It's a British import. Beautiful condition. It's produced by Gus Dudgeon again. Pretty sparse. It's more a folky album. Very nice songs. It's got his most famous song on side one. This is a song called The Streets of London. Over 200 people have recorded that song, and he reputedly recorded this version first take. So that's pretty remarkable. Lovely song. A lot of country blues on here. There's some string arrangements on here. Dudgeon provides some string arrangements, which are quite nice. Very nice record. Spiral Staircase, his second. And the next booth I went to, it just so happens that I found another Ralph McTell record. This is his fifth release, I think. He's on Reprise Records. Again, another British import. The cover's a little beat up, but the record inside is just absolutely mint. This is called Till Tomorrow. Like I said, released in 1972 on Reprise. Produced this time by Tony Visconti. And this is a little bit more like that first Ralph McTell record I got, which has a little more fuller backing band feel to it. Ralph McTell is on acoustic guitar, of course. Danny Thompson is on double bass. Laurie Allen plays drums. Tony Visconti plays sitar, recorders, organ, backing vocals, and his wife, Mary Visconti, also does backing vocals. Excellent, excellent record from start to finish, from the first song called Zimmerman Blues to the last one called Gypsy. Fantastic, fantastic writing on here, and fantastic sound. Very quiet, but very well done. Tony Visconti is an amazing producer. His career, everybody knows him for the work he did with David Bowie, of course, but he has produced many, many people. It would be great to see a documentary on Tony Visconti, focusing on the things that he's done and the experiences he's had, the people he's worked with. I don't know if there is a Tony Visconti documentary out there. If there is and you've seen it, please let me know, because I'd love to see it. I seem to be getting in this folk vein. Is it old age? It must be. I'm liking quieter music a lot these days. Found a record by Tom Rush. This is a 1965 album by Tom Rush. Tom is from New Hampshire. He's started recording, I guess, around 1962 or 1963. This is a 1965 album, and it's a 1990 re-release, I think, on Elektra Records. This is very much in the vein of the Greenwich Village sound. A lot of traditional folk songs, very simple arrangements. And I'm just looking at the back here, and on side two, track one, Solid Gone, Felix Papalardi plays guitar on here. John Sebastian provides harmonica on most of these tracks, but basically it's just it's Tom singing, playing guitar. Nice record, a great document of the times. Yeah. This style of music wasn't to last very much longer than 1965, because I think Dylan had released Bring It All Back Home in 1964, Highway 61 revisited in 65. So all of this was pretty much being washed away. Of course, I found another Tom Rush album. I bought a Tom Rush album in the dollar bins called Merrimack County about a year ago, and it was fantastic. I've always known about Tom Rush. This is just simply called Tom Rush, by the way. And yeah, I've always known about him. And that Merrimack County was a really, really good record. You know, a nice backing band to it. Merrimack County, I think, was released in 72. This was released in 70, I think. I don't know if I said that. He's got Ron Carter on bass here, so that's fantastic. He always does great versions of other people's songs. Like he does Driving Wheel here, which is a David Whiffen song. Rainy Day Man, a James Taylor song. Old Man Song, which is a Murray McLaughlin song, a Canadian songwriter. What else does he do here? These Days by Jackson Browne. Colors of the Sun, another one by Jackson Browne. And Child Song, another Murray McLaughlin song. And this is an excellent record. Great sounding, great recording. Really happy that I picked this up. So, later. Another folk singer that I have, that I have in my collection. I have a few of his records, but this is this is not a folk record. This has upset a lot of his fans. I'm talking about Tim Buckley. Sorry, let me get this out here. And this is Greetings from LA, 1972 release. Really a real departure for Tim. It's really a funk soul city blues record, very angry record. It's almost like I read that somebody compared it to the Doors' LA Woman. It's like a farewell to the hippie LA days. The cover shot really indicates what the album's like. It's foggy, or sorry, a smoggy picture of LA, really horrible with yellow smog, freeways. It's really indicative of what the songs are like. He's got a really strong voice, Tim Buckley does. I guess his best known album is kind of a folk rock album called Star Sailor. Totally different on this record, but it's a real great document of the times. There's no hit songs on here, but it's really, if you listen to it, it's almost a blessing because it's not overplayed. It's indicative of the times, and it's a really nice record. I picked it up for $5, mint condition. Tim Buckley, well, Greetings from LA. Tim Buckley died of a drug overdose, of course, I think. And he was Jeff Buckley's dad. Here's a band that I don't remember at all, and it's a band called The Shirts, and they are a band from Brooklyn, but they played the CBGB scene. I think they opened for television. They opened for a lot of bands. Finally got a shot at doing their own record. I think this is their first record, and it is really, really good. It's less Richard Hell and the Voidoids, more Talking Heads, more avant-garde. But really, really well done. Great songs. Annie Golden is the female lead singer, and you might recognize her as Norma from the television show Orange is the New Black. She was the mute woman. She still sings, I think. I still think she records as well. These guys did, I think, about 3 records before they broke up. But a really nice record, 1978. This is in mint condition. It cost me $5. Really happy to have that. Next is somebody that probably there's not a lot of not a lot of lovers out there. Not a lot of people love this guy probably out in the BC. I don't see him getting a lot of love. Maybe Matt from Prime Analog Records is the only guy that shows him any respect. But this is Gino Vanelli, his 1981 release on Arista Records. I've had Gino records for a long time, and they are fantastically produced records. They're really finely crafted records. This is a really excellent, excellent record. This is a great record to put on the turntable when you're fixing dinner on a Sunday afternoon, just as background music. produced and arranged by Gino Vanelli, Joe Vanelli, and Ross Vanelli, three brothers. Saw an interview with Gino about a month ago. What a nice, quiet, unassuming, humble person he is, and a very, very smart and very talented guy. Gino Vanelli, and the album is called Nightwalker from 1981. In a similar vein, 1982 release. This is Outside In the Tubes, their 1982 release, I think it was. Probably, this is their biggest hit. What was the big hit on this record was She's a Beauty. I think everybody recognizes that. Maybe Wild Woman of Wongo, tip of my tongue maybe is another hit. But very pop record. It's probably the last Tubes album I'll get. I think their first 5 records, which are pretty essential in anybody's collection. Like I said, they well, it's a very pop album. It's good, still well produced, well written, very satiric, but probably that's the end of the road for the Tubes for me. The Tubes. Next up is a band that, this was $5. It's in mint shape. It is a promo copy, and I'm talking about an album by The Roaches. It's Another World. I happen to have another Roaches album, their first album. It's just called The Roaches, and it was produced by, it was a guy, King Crimson, the guitar player King Crimson. It'll come to me in a minute, maybe. But he produced that first record. And these guys have great voices. This is a 1985 release. Great songs. They great harmonies. It's really well done. The only criticism I have is it's got the kind of 80s drum sound, but gorgeous cover. And it's called Another World, The Roaches. I was watching Mike from MGK Boston the other day, and he showed an album called Go, and it was a collaboration between Stomu Yamashita, Steve Winwood, and Michael Shreve. Michael Shreve, of course, the drummer from Santana, Steve Winwood from Traffic, and Stomu Yamashita is a solo artist from Japan. This is called Stomu Yamashita Go Live from Paris. All of those players are on this record. I don't normally buy records, but it's in mint condition. It was $15. I talked them down to $10. It's on Island, like I said. And it has got all the cuts from that original album. Fantastic. These guys are great players. I'm just interested in anything that Stevie Winwood's involved in. I haven't played it yet, so I can't really comment on it. But nice cover. Cigarettes. Great. Go. And last but not least, another live album. So I guess I'm making a liar of myself saying I don't buy very many live albums. But this is Joni Mitchell's Shadows and Light, 1982. Oh, I'm wrong. It's a 1980 release. This is fantastic. The lineup is, let me just see if I can get the lineup. Bass, Jaco Pastorius. Drums, Don Alias. Lead guitar, Pat Metheny. Keyboards, Lyle Mays. Sax, Michael Brecker. Electric guitar, Joni Mitchell. Vocals, The Persuasions. Fantastic. Great cuts on here. Greatest hits, of course, of her songs from the latter part of her career up to 1980. And Joni playing electric guitar is a real treat. So, there you go. That's not all of what I got at the record fair. I am going to wait. I'm going to show the rest. Another show. You'll have to wait a week or so for that. But I want to thank all my new subscribers. I hit the 300 mark. I can't believe it. It seems like a couple of months ago I had a contest to try to get up to 200. And I made that, and I'm slowly creeping up to, I slowly crept up to 300, so I was kind of amazed. I don't check every day, of course, but I was really delighted to get to that number. So thank you for all my new subscribers. If you have any comments, please leave comments down below. Give me a like if you want. Give me a dislike. I don't care. Any reaction is better than no reaction. So till next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.